Let me tell you about the worst case of toxicity that I encountered when I was a medical student. I was a non-traditional student, so I had background working as a nurse. I'm not a stranger to toxic people who work in healthcare, but this particular incident really caught me off guard, and actually it's a good example of karma is a bee. Of course, it was during my OB-GYN rotation. I was scrubbing in to do a C-section. Mind you, I had already finished my surgical rotation, so I know how to scrub in. My particular senior just did not like the way that I was scrubbing in. It did not fit the way that she wanted me to do it. So instead of showing me nicely, she could have just come over and said, hey, it looks like you're scrubbing in not the most optimal way. Let me show you how to do it more efficiently. She came over and just yelled at me, belittled me, and berated me in front of everyone in the OR room. It was so vile and nasty that I started laughing because I was like, I've never been spoken to like this before, ever, by anybody, let alone a senior who should be trying to educate me. So she goes on to tell me that I'm doing this horribly wrong, that who taught me how to do this, doesn't show me how to do it the way that she would want me to do it, and then abandons me and goes and does a C-section. As a med student, I'm scrubbed in, I'm just helping retract, I don't really do much else. This senior proceeds to pick up globs of blood from the patient and throw it all over me, all over my hands, where I was holding. She could have put it literally anywhere else on the surgical field, but she just dumped everything onto my hands that were retracting. Here's the best part. The case was finishing up. This senior ended up poking herself with a giant curved needle. So she ended up having to go to occupational health because when you have a needle stick in the hospital setting, that's no bueno. And I just thought, karma is literally unfolding right before my eyes. Part of me wants to have sympathy for her because obviously she was having a hard time. She took it out on me and ended up poking herself with a needle during the surgery. Take a breath, calm down. You don't need to mistreat people. Take a moment for yourself before you lash out at people and then start making mistakes when you're doing surgery. Not necessary, not necessary.